It is apple picking season in Maine, and it's also pumpkin and corn maze season. All those things come together at a farm in Levant outside of Bangor. And for the fourth year in a row, the Treworgy Family Orchard has won a national corn maze contest sponsored by USA Today.
We have shown you their amazing mazes before, but 207's Don Kerrigan is here with the part of the story that you may not know. Hey, Don.
Hey, Sam and Rob. Nice to be here for your first day back.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I have a personal tie to this story because for 10 years, my wife and I lived right across the road from what is now the Treworgy Family Farm. That just as they were getting their orchard planted, what they have done and how they are now continuing all of that after 35 years is a great family story. Apples, ripe and ready on the tree, are a seasonal essential for thousands of Mainers.
Wow!
Welcome to Treworgy Family Orchards, a dream that tried hard to not come true, but finally did. You wanted to have an orchard?
We did.
Patty Treworgy and husband Gary both had good jobs, but they wanted to grow apples and a family and create a pick-your-own apple orchard.
In 1984, we planted 1,400 trees.
But in a few years, the dream faded, and insect infestation destroyed all the trees.
And so at that point, Gary was ready to give up farming, and we were just going to figure out how to live otherwise. About 2 years later, in 1991, I remember having a conversation and saying, this was a good idea. Why don't we try it again?
Which they did, planting more trees each year, and they grew.
That was the dream you guys had started?
That was the dream, yeah.
How did that feel?
Oh, it was wonderful. It was great. And it was just the family. So me and Gary, Chrissy, and Robin were the ones that were running the whole show.
And from then on, it all grew. Daughters Chrissy and Robin, and their younger sister Annie, and the farm as well. They added pumpkins and a petting zoo with goats. They added ice cream and then pizza. And 2 teenage boys from the neighborhood, John and his best friend Matt, came to work at the farm. Sort of.
I like to say I spent a lot of time here at the farm pretending I was interested in animals, but I had other motives.
And by the time Chrissy and Robin had graduated college and John and Matt had finished engineering school, the best friends had married the sisters. And then...
Once we started having kids, and I had just graduated with my master's degree when I found out that we were pregnant with our first. And so it just got us thinking about, like, what do we want for our future? What do we want for our children?
The answer turned out to be the farm. They all came back and all started working here together.
It feels amazing. It feels like I've just been given such a gift that, like, my parents worked really hard to get this thing off the ground, and they showed us a vision of what could be.
How many varieties of apples?
We give it 7 or 8. Okay. Yeah. I'm still in the process of looking for new varieties.
Matt oversees the farming side, where they now have about 1,300 apple trees, but also grow 3 kinds of berries for summer and Christmas trees for early winter.
Where it was in 2008 wasn't going to be able to support families, so we had to really think about, like, where we could expand, how we could do better with what we're currently doing, the new things we could add that might supplement.
And of course, there is the annual corn maze. Gary was busy with a project, but told me he planted the first corn maze 24 years ago.
Clearly, that's become a huge thing.
Huge. Yes.
It's been really big.
Yes.
It's fun. You know, it's a big mixture of, like, art and adventure and agriculture.
Now, with the help of the 2 engineers in the family, the mazes are more complex than ever, winning national awards and bringing thousands of people to the farm. Chrissy and John, Robin and Matt, officially took over the farm a few years ago.
There's moments of intensity and stress, and then there's moments of, like, you get to relax and see what's happened.
We have 2 pizza ovens.
The orchard has become a very popular business in the Bangor area and beyond, But it's also a complex and demanding business for the 4 owners and their employees. Each of the couples also has 5 children, and most of them have jobs on the farm.
It is fun. Like we're living life, and I think when you live in the place where you work and you live with the people that you work with, the work-life divide doesn't exist. You kind of have to figure out it's all one life, and how do we do it in a way that is sustainable.
From a dream all those years ago, the family and the farm have grown together.
Do you ever look around and say, I can't believe what we've done?
I loved this so much that to be able to do this and make a living and have my family here and, see how it's able to bless other people I love it.
We love working with my sister and brother-in-law because they're the best. Yeah.
Not every family could pull that off.
No, they couldn't, but John and Chrissy are fantastic.
Assuming you ever take the time to stand back and just look and marvel at all this, do you and Gary feel some real pride in what you built?
Oh, yes. We feel very, very blessed.
And it's more than fulfilled the dream you had.
Oh, much more, much more. Our dream was to have apples. And so, it's far more than we ever imagined.
Now, a 3rd generation is growing up and starting to work here. This once empty hilltop giving new meaning to that familiar phrase, family farm. A great place and a remarkable thing that they've accomplished there. The younger sister, Annie, doesn't work full-time on the farm. She lives nearby, but she and her husband do help out on the busiest days. And one aspect of that whole farm operation that what we didn't mention in the video is that in the summer, they run a day camp for kids, a farm day camp where kids come and play with the animals, play around the farm, do all of this stuff. They have about 40 kids there a week during the season. It's a great story. It's a busy place this time of year. We're told the busiest day, they had 1,700 cars.
Oh my gosh.
So 2 to 3 people a car?
Yep, that's a lot of apple picking.
3,500 to 5,000 people at that one farm?
Yep. Yeah, so it's what they've done, having been there at the start, is amazing.
And you were there a few years ago when it was not as big as it is now.
And it just keeps growing and expanding, which I feel like says a lot. And it allows you to, see the farm a little bit and then also check out more local products. So win-win for everybody.
Yep.
Thanks, Don.
Welcome.